Hey all, welcome to Real Lily Britain, folks. Tonight I got another beer for you, and again it comes from the Moseley Brewer, the Half Bar Brewery. Now, this is a very, very special beer. This beer was brewed for a Polish competition, but Fraser never entered it because he wasn't happy with the beer. Now, my guessing is he's not happy with it because he doesn't like the deepness and the smokiness of the beer. And I'm quite sad that he tipped the keg away. Now, I considered entering the competition for this, but I had a load of other beers to brew for competitions. But I'm a very big believer and a big fan of smoked beers, so I'm really looking forward to trying this. So this beer is called, I probably don't even know how to pronounce it, but his one's called Grodzilla, and it's 2.9%. And basically the beer is brewed with 100% smoked malt. Now I know Lee Emmons and Pony Brewer put beers into the competition, and I think Lee Emmons came second, if I remember correctly. So he did well. So I'm really looking forward to trying this because I've brewed a couple of smoked beers in the past. I've done a smoked vanilla Baltic porter, and I've done a pumpkin porter for Halloween. And this October I'm planning on doing a couple of smoked ranch beers too. So really looking forward to trying this and seeing exactly what it's like. I know Fraser doesn't like it, but yeah, folks, let's see. You know what I mean? Every brewer's different. I'm just a big fan of smoked beers. So here it is. Label's looking good as always. 2.9%. So very, very sessionable. We're going to crack this bad boy open. We're going to see exactly what it's like. Cheers, Fraser. So the beer is opened with a nice hiss. Now this beer has been chilled down because I read up on the style, and all the beers are always they're always chilled down, and smoked beers usually are as well. So the beer's pouring this lovely, lovely light lemon colour, and it's starting to pour this big, nice soapy white head. Now we're just going to stop there, folks. That beer is crystal clear. Look at that. Look at that. That is probably one of the most palest beers actually I've ever seen. It more looks like a pear cider. And anything, it's got a 2-finger head, tightly packed bubbles. The carbonation looks absolutely spot on because what they say is that the beer needs to be really, really sparkling, very much like a pilsner. So we're going to go straight in with the nose. Now the first thing you get, oh, that is lovely. That is a lovely big, deep. It's like very much like oak smoke, but there's a light beechwoodness to it as well. It's got that, back in Ireland, we use middle bacon, which is basically the back rasher and part. So it's a rasher bacon, and it's like the what's the streaky bacon, and it's linked together. But when it's smoked, it's got this really unique. It's a very deep smoke meatiness. That's what that beer smells like. There's also a little bit of apple just in the back end. Oh, that smells delightful. Absolutely delightful. 2.9%. For me, the biggest thing is I want to try the smokiness, and I want to see exactly what it's like on the body. So far, it looks very, very appealing, and it looks very refreshing. Folks, we're going to go in. Cheers. Now. Whoa. Fraser. The first thing I'm going to turn around and say is, if that's 100% smoked malt, that for me is not over smoky. That is absolutely spot on. That is absolutely delightful. Oh my good God. That is absolutely stunning. I had Lee Emmons version of this beer, and Lee's beer was good. Very good. And the body on his one was just a little bit more up, and I think his one was about 3.2% if I remember. But this one has more flavour. I want to brew a beer like this. It's sessionable, it's refreshing, and actually it's very much like a light smoked wheat malt. This is a beer I'd be very, very proud of. Actually, Fraser, you need to get this into the Nationals. You really, really do. This is very, very good. Lee, Brew Pony, I think it was Yanni also sent a beer in as well. Or was it Steve? Listen, excuse me. Oh, you need to try this. You need to get it. You need to review it. And you need to let me know what you think. This is very, very good. Fraser, if you don't mind me asking, if you're not going to brew this again, can I have the recipe? Have a look at it, and actually maybe tweak it to make it a 5% beer. The fantastic thing about this beer, folks, and I mean fantastic, is how the malts and the smokiness, and then there's this lovely kind of not in a bad way, but there's this lovely apple and it's starting to kind of shine through. But I think it's probably the yeast. Bella, shh. My friend Catherine, her dog Bella's coming to stay, and she's a bit yappy, so she's barking. Stout and porter have been good as gold as always. Very, very good, very, very refreshing, and very, very. It's not too thin, it's not too thick. It's just there. I would love to try this actually on keg. But the bottle format is absolutely stunning. This is a barbecue beer for me, folks. This would work well with lovely chicken on the barbecue or even pork. Very, very good. Fraser, I don't understand why you've tipped the keg away. Actually, I'm probably really disappointed. You should have said to me and I could have given you an empty keg and you could have given me a full one back in return. I know that, you know, it probably cost you quite a bit to get the smoked malt, but 2.9%. I would rather have had a full keg swap for an empty keg and then, you know, sent you a full keg and then you sent me an empty keg back. This is absolutely stunning, and actually out of all the low ABV beers you've done, and I think it's Hop Slap, I prefer this. Very, very good. This is absolutely stunning, folks. If I was in a pub and I was to drink this and it was at £3.50 or £4 a pint, I'd drink it, no problem, even at 2.9%. Folks, what's the finish like? The finish is lightly malted, but it's full bodied for 2.9%, which leads to this lovely crisp and light beechwood and oak smokiness, which develops into a lovely, lovely light dry bitterness with a tint of lemon on the end. Folks, what do I give Fraser Withers from the Half Barrel Brewery for his Grodzilla at 2.9%? The Moldy Brewer. I've been serious. This is a 10 out of 10 beer. This is a 10 out of 10 beer. Fraser, you tell me you don't like this beer, yeah? So I'm going to do you a deal, yeah? Let me know how many bottles you've got left, yeah? And because you don't like it, I'll offer you £1 a bottle, yeah? With return of the empty bottles. That's a good deal. That's a good deal, I think. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Folks, that's Real Little Britain doing a review and Blackie's Brewery on Half Barrel Breweries, the Moseley Brewer, Mr. Fraser Withers, on his Grodzilla's, his 2.9% smoked beer. Folks, stunning. Cheers, Slam Cara.